Welcome back to my Out of the Park 19 Let's Play with the Kansas City Royals. It is 2023, we're in the middle of August here, and as you can see we've been playing well. 6 games up on Detroit, 6.5 games up on Cleveland, but we can't quite really break away. Haven't really been able to do that yet. The team is hitting really well, first in batting average, first in on-base percentage, second in runs scored. And then pitching is really starting to come into its own. So runs against were third, starters ERA is first, and the bullpen ERA could use a little bit of work, but our starters are going pretty deep into innings, and they're really helping us out. As far as the lineup goes, Schnell, Smith, Caratini, Beer, they're all having really good seasons. And then I did call up Ernesto Campos. He's played 6 games so far for us. He will be the starting catcher against right-handed pitchers. He does have a pretty significant split between righties and lefties, so I'm not gonna put him up against lefties quite yet. Only, let these bars kind of fill in a little bit more. But yeah, he played well in Omaha, and he played well in Double-A, so decided to just bring him up. I was a little concerned about him being an extreme pull hitter without a whole bunch of power, but his gap power is already 60, so hopefully he's not gonna ground out into the shift a whole bunch of times. And then something else I noticed is if I go to the MLB stats, if I just look at the AL, Seth Beer currently is in the lead of every Triple Crown category. So that's interesting. I don't know if he'll be able to hold this. Feel pretty good about the home runs and the RBIs, being a strong possibility. But the average, I don't know, especially when his biggest competition is his own team. So wouldn't that suck if Seth Beer got the home runs and RBIs and then had a teammate steal the batting average from him? But this is really cool to see. So in the AL, the top 3 hitters in terms of average are on the Royals. And Seth Beer, a 1.147 OPS, just having a monster season. 6.2 wins above replacement already. MVP could be a strong possibility. So anyway, still, have a decent lead over Detroit and Cleveland, but it could be a lot more comfortable. And I just played against Detroit, lost that series 2-1, but now we play Cleveland in 4 games, and Detroit 4 games back to back. So we're gonna play against Cleveland, and we might just play all 8 of these games. I don't know yet. But anyway, let's get into the first Cleveland game of this doubleheader. So we got Yadier Alvarez, and in a doubleheader, it is important for your starting pitcher to go as deep as you can to spare your bullpen for the next game. So Schnell leads off with a double. Pavin Smith will strike out. Caratini will take a walk, and now Seth Beer has a chance. And he will move them over for Michael Doolin. And that looks like that ball will stay up, and it does. So can't quite convert on that opportunity there in the first. And we have another opportunity here. Victor Caratini. And that's a double play. Seth Beer hits a double, nobody out. Doolin unable to move him over. John Solarte looks like he will be unable to move him over. Now 2 outs, here comes Ernesto Campos. And he will he will beat the throw. The Warmoth has a chance here. and sneaks that through, and we're going to be on the board. Finally able to convert an opportunity here and see if Lopez can keep it going. He draws a walk, and now Nick Schnell. So only one run there. Francisco Lindor. So a really good outing by Alvarez here. And we're going to have another chance. So 7 hits, but just 1 run to show for it. As Solarte beats the throw. There isn't going to be a throw. And Ernesto Campos, let's see if he can get him home. And it's exactly what I was worried about. As far as the shift goes, he needs to elevate the ball. Alright, another opportunity. And Schnell will strike out looking. So 2 outs for Pavin Smith, who will also strike out. So Alvarez has been great. We're going to warm up. See, Munoz is tired. Who do we want to warm up here? We're going to warm up Joey Wentz, even though he hasn't been great this year. Let's just go ahead and plug him in. Campos unable to throw him out. Only has a catch arm of 40, so that's not necessarily surprising. Get a quick out there, and Wentz, looks like it'll be out number 3, and it is. So Joey Wentz able to get us out of a jam. John Solarte has a chance. And a bad throw on the pickoff attempt is going to score a run. And Solarte, that gets through. Doolin is going to come home. So now we're up 3-0, giving ourselves a nice little lead here. Should be able to get Solarte over to second. And Campos is going to fly out, it looks like. And Warmuth strikes out. Now we're going to warm up. Warm up Soto just in case. Wentz has a couple of runs to work with, but now he's loaded the bases. Soto's going to come in. See if he can get this 3rd out. And he will, so no damage done there. We're going to warm up Lovelady. Caratini. There we go, that ball's going to drop, score a run. Seth Beer has a chance for some RBIs, and as said, he will strike out. That'll be that for that inning. Up by 4. And Soto does finish it out, don't need to use Richard Lovelady. So that's great there. Win the first game of the doubleheader. This time we have Carson Fulmer on the mound. So in a little bit of trouble early. And that ball's going to drop. That's going to score a run. Yes, it will. So the Indians have the early lead here. So Fulmer not having a good outing. He loads the bases there, and it's the third inning, and I'm going to have to warm up Foster Griffin. If that gets through, that's going to score runs. Two away in the third now. Oh, please make this throw. He unable to make the throw there. Finally gets the third out. I'm going to put in Griffin. It's really early, but Fulmer just doesn't have it today. Pavin Smith hits a triple. See if we can get on the board here. And that's a wild pitch, and that'll do it. And Seth Beer, he hits a triple, and Victor Carantini must have gotten on base, and then Seth Beer got him home. And Michael Doolin hits a long fly ball. That should at least allow Beer to tag and score. We're going to bring it within 1 run. And that'll be it for the 4th inning. And that ball is not going to drop, but Warmouth will tag in advance. And he is safe at third. So Schnell, man at third with only 1 out. And that's good enough for a run. So we've tied the game. Clawed our way back in it here. As Nick Schnell advances to second. And that will not drop. But we've tied it up. Foster Griffin still doing okay on stamina. Seth Beer hits a double. Doolin getting some good contact, but just can't quite get it out of the park. And that's not going to help us. So 2 outs now. Seth Beer stranded on second base. See if Lopez can do anything. And that'll get through. And Beer is coming home. And RBI single from Nicky Lopez gives us the lead. And he's able to get himself in scoring position. Warmouth walks, so now Austin Barnes will take a walk, and Nick Schnell, bases loaded. And that can't quite get out of the infield, and that'll end the inning. Griffin starting to get a little tired. We'll warm up Jeffrey Del Rosario. As this isn't good. Oh, looked like a good throw, but Lindor's going to score. Rosario is ready. We're just going to send the inning, and he does give up another run. And that's a solo shot from Pavin Smith, ties it up. And Michael Doolin hits a 2-run shot. So Seth Beer got on, and then Doolin hits a home run. We now have a 2-run lead. And an opportunity to add some more. And that looks like out number 3. So Rosario struggled. Last inning, we'll warm up Luis Nogueira, just in case. As Rosario walks Lindor, and we're going to have to put Nogueira in there. Loads the bases there. Does get a strikeout for out number 2. And that's going to score at least 1 run. Will the throw be in time? It is. Great throw by Solarte there to preserve the lead. We're going to warm up Richard Lovelady. As Seth Beer has a chance to get us some insurance runs. And that'll do it. That'll give us 1 run. Nice RBI single by Seth Beer. Doolin is homered today. And that will drop for a base hit to load him up for Solarte. That's out number 2. Let's see if Nicky Lopez can drive him in. No, but he'll take a bases loaded block. And that'll do it for that inning, but Lovelady will get the save opportunity with a 3-run lead. And he has a clean inning. So we do win the doubleheader. Nice come from behind win there in game number 2. Go ahead and save. Out of the Park does like to crash, unfortunately. Now we got Germain Marquez against Danny Salazar. Alright, here we go. So Schnell and Smith both get on. So nobody out for Carantini with 2 on here. Does beat the throw to avoid the double play. And Seth Beer, is that going to be deep enough for him to tag? We're going to try it. And he gets there. So the sacrifice fly gives us a 1-run lead. And Marquez does give up a run. As Caratini has another RBI chance here. Is going to beat the throw. And Seth Beer will ground out to end the inning. But German Marquez, 4 innings, he's given up 7 hits and 2 runs. Evan Marshall now on the mound. He has a clean inning. And Marquez gives up a solo shot to Frankie Lindor. And he's really struggling, so we're going to have to warm up Noguera again. So we got a man on third with only 1 out. Well, that will be out number 3. So we'll sit Noguera. We'll give Marquez the opportunity to go 1 more inning. Fab and Smith, 2 outs with Schnell on second. We'll take a walk. Caratini. That's going to get through, and that will... We're going to try to beat the throw. And he does it. It's a good job by Nick Schnell to beat out the throws. Seth Beer will ground out to end the inning. So we've cut the lead to 1. Ooh, I did not notice the stamina, so Marquez is in trouble. And gotta get him out of there. Gets a strikeout. We're pulling him. And Noguera comes in and we'll get out number 3. So 5 2/3 innings for Marquez. 3 runs allowed, 9 hits. Not terrible. Gave up a lot of contact, but we're still in it. And here we go. Ernesto Campos with a big opportunity here. And it's not going to get down for a bloop single. So 1 away. And Warmoth will fly out there. No tag in advance. Nicky Lopez now with 2 outs. That looks like it's going to drop. No, it doesn't. That was a big opportunity missed. Had 2 on with nobody out. Noguera has a clean inning. and in a little bit of trouble here. So 1 on, 1 out. That will move the runner to third with 2 outs. He's going to walk Starling Marte. He's got a good eye, so we don't want to pitch around. We're just going to pitch right at him. And that will get down for another run. And that will drop. And that's going to score another run. So Nogueira struggling this inning. And finally gets out number 3. So we're going to sit Soto. We're going to warm up Lovelady in case we somehow get the lead this inning. We'll go batter by batter here. Seth Beer. That's a good hit. That's driven to the gap. That's going to be extra bases. Michael Doolin now. That's going to get down for a nice bloop single, and Seth Beer is going to come around. So we'll cut the lead to 2. Solarte strikes out. Now we're Campos. And that's just going to get down. So 2 on now. Tying run on first. Logan Warmoth. It's beamed. That's going to load the bases for Nicky Lopez, who hasn't been great, if I'm being honest. Now we're going to keep him in there. So Lopez. Cannot get that out of the infield, but avoids the double play. So Nick Schnell has the opportunity to be the hero, and he's not going to be able to convert. So we'll sit Lovelady. Soto not warm anymore. Go ahead and put Soto in there in case this goes to extra innings. But 2 runs down. But Pavin Smith starts us off with the leadoff single. Carantini. And that ball does drop for a double, so the tying run is on second with nobody out. Seth Beer, can he hit a walk-off home run? No, but he will keep this line moving. And the lead is now down to 1. Tying run is on third for Michael Doolin. And that's not going to help. So John Solarte now. Oh, I don't know if this is deep enough to tag up. He's going for it. So the sac fly does tie the game. And Ernesto Campos. We're going to give Aguiar a try. And he'll take a walk. So Logan Warmoth does have a chance to win it here. Nicky Lopez had a chance to win it in the 8th. Now a chance to win it in the 9th. And you can't do it either way. Austin Barnes, have to put him back in as catcher. And Soto gives up a run. Well, we do have the top of the order now. Pavin Smith, he hits that to the gap. Alright, so the tying run is on third. The winning run is on second with nobody out, with Carantini and Beer coming up. Carantini, that's gonna tie it. So Seth Beer, all you have to do is hit it far, and we win the game. And he'll draw a walk. And that's going to do it. Michael Doolin, a walk-off RBI single. As, difficult win there, but we get it. Won 3 in a row over Cleveland, so now they're fallen behind. 9 games back. And Detroit, they must have lost one the last couple days because they're now 7 back. So we got one more against Cleveland. We'll have Mackenzie Mills on the mound against Cole Winn, who is a good pitcher, so this will be difficult. A pitcher's duel thus far, already in the 4th inning, as we're able to break up the no-hitter, have 2 on. Seth Beer, good hustle to beat out the double play throw, but not going to be able to convert, so this game will remain scoreless. Mackenzie Mills has walked 4 batters today, so his command isn't quite there. And no throw for the double play, and that could come back to hurt us here. Another walk. Already thrown 72 pitches in 5 innings, starting to get a little tired. Does get the punch out there. As Solarte reaches second base, nobody out. Lopez will strike out. Ormoth will fly out to the shortstop. Now Austin Barnes. That's a well hit ball, and that will drop down. Solarte, of course, we're going to go for it here. And we get the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Schnell will drop one in there. See if we can get a nice 2-out rally going. Pavin Smith will get beamed, so Victor Carantini will ground out to end the inning. So I had an opportunity to really pour it on there, but can't quite convert. Foster Griffin a little tired. But we're going to warm him up. That's a clean inning by Mills, but don't really trust him to go much further. He's just walking a lot of batters. So we're going to pull him out. So good start by Mills. 6 scoreless innings. Alright, so Austin Barnes, runner in scoring position. Not going to be able to move him over, so 2 outs now for Nick Schnell. We'll draw a walk, and Pavin Smith. That looks like it could be a home run. And it is a well-timed home run for Pavin Smith. That gives him 22 on the season. That'll give us some breathing room now, 4-0. We'll warm up Liam Henry just in case Griffin gets in trouble. Gives up a leadoff double. And then that's going to put 2 on. Does strike out Lindor. Can't quite get the double play, so that will score a run. That'll do it for the inning. We'll warm up Lovelady. No, we won't. I lied. We're just going to go ahead and put Henry in. See if we can add a run here. That will move Michael Doolin over to third. Nicky Lopez now gets beamed. Logan Warmoth. That should end the inning. So 3-run lead. Oh, I could have warmed up Lovelady because that is a save opportunity. We'll warm him up. See what happens. As Liam Henry gives up a leadoff double to Clint Frazier. And now has 2 on. Can't quite get the double play there, but have one out. And we're putting Lovelady in there. And Lovelady will close out the game. So we sweep the Indians. So they are now 10.5 back. So that was a huge series for us. And you know what? We're going to keep it rolling. We're going to play against Detroit. Another 4-game series. If we can need to at least split this and maintain our 7-game lead. But if we can win the series or even get the sweep, that would put us in very good position, but we are on the road, so this won't be easy. We have Willem de San Miguel on the mound. Bit of a pitcher's duel here as we finally get a hit, and it's a walk, or it's a solo shot from Seth Beer. He was due. He hadn't hit a home run in a little while, so that's now his 41st on the season. And he's got to look out because Pavin Smith is coming for him on the batting average. I'm just wondering what would happen in the clubhouse if a guy almost had the Triple Crown, but his teammate beats him on batting average. But San Miguel gives up a run there, and that'll tie the game, and starting to lose his command a little bit here. We'll get his first out. Still 2 runners on. And he is low on stamina. With only 80 pitches, I don't really understand what is going on here. Why my starters are getting tired so quickly. See if we can get him through this inning at least, as we can. And Lopez drives in a run. And Pavin Smith, well hit ball to the gap. That's going to score 1. Victor Carantini will strike out. Now Seth Beer has a chance. And that will be an out. So we're going to warm up Nogueira. Warm up a couple pitchers here. Let's warm up Wentz as well. And Wentz is ready. San Miguel can't even go 100 pitches today. He pitched well, just didn't have the stamina today. And Wentz loads the bases with a walk, and that's going to go to the gap and score several runs. It's a bases clearing double. And we suddenly find ourselves behind, and Wentz walks another one. And that's going to get through, and that's going to score a run, maybe. That's a good throw. And Solarte, another good throw out this episode. We'll try to give Wentz another inning. Billy McKinney. I kind of like to check if you have a base open, if the guy in the batter's box has a low I, because then you can pitch around him and usually get him to strike out or something. Okay. Let's go ahead and put Munoz in there. And Pavin Smith, RBI double with 2 outs. Carantini, that should be out number 3, it looks like. And it is. Munoz has a clean inning. Seth Beer, a home run would be really nice right now. But instead he will strike out. Doolin will take a walk. Solarte will strike out. Now Ernesto Campos with 2 outs. And that's not going to drop. Bottom of the 9th, we're going to warm up Lovelady in case things get a little hairy. 2 outs. And Munoz is going to get the 3rd out here. So we can sit Lovelady. Oh, it's our old friend Wade Davis. Still kicking at 37 years old. Alright. As we are unable to score in the 10th. Munoz 2 on. Gonna try to give Lovelady in there. And Lovelady, no! Gives up the walk-off run. So Tigers win it there. We desperately need a day off because my pitching is tired. So the rest of this series is going to be difficult. I need to win a couple games in this series here. Nope, the game is postponed, so we will get a day of rest. But now we have a doubleheader. So, Yadier Alvarez against Miles Mikolas. Oh, Lorenzo Cain is on the Tigers. I didn't notice that. Nick Schnell leads off with a double. Going to go to 3rd off the wild pitch. And Pavin Smith is going to get him home. So a hot start today. Carantini is going to get on. Pavin Smith is very slow, so we're not going to stretch him out to 3rd. Seth Beer. And that ball doesn't drop. Nice hustle there by Doolin to avoid the double play. And Solarte strikes out, so can only score 1 run there. That half inning button is so dangerous. So there are 2 outs, 2 on. So I just assumed he would be okay, but then he gives up 6 runs. So that sucks. He 47 pitches in 1 inning. And he gives up a leadoff triple. So, well, at least my bullpen is a little fresh after that day off, but this is not what you want to do in the first game of a doubleheader. So we're probably not going to win this game. Alvarez walks him. And that's going to sneak through for another run. And you know what? Alvarez, you got yourself into this mess, you're getting yourself out. I'm not coming to bail you out here. We need you to eat up innings. Okay, so Nicky Lopez, 2 on, nobody out. Can't move him over. Nick Schnell. That's going to get through. Load up the bases for Pavin Smith. And that's a good hit. That'll score a run. Keep this line moving. Victor Carantini. And that will score 2 runs. Now Seth Beer. Seth Beer on a bit of a cold streak this episode, as he's about to lose his batting average lead to Pavin Smith. Okay, so I better warm up Foster Griffin here. And that's a solo home run given up to Candelero. And that's a solo home run by Solarte. That doesn't happen very often. So Warmoth and Lopez on for Schnell. And that's going to get to the warning track. As I still have Alvarez out there. And we're going to finally bring in Foster Griffin, who, of course, comes in and gives up a run. Yeah, pitching today has not been good. And Griffin gives up 2 runs, so... Oh, we score a run. I accidentally hit the half-inning button, so I don't know what happened. Oh boy. Alright, I'll just warm up Jeffrey Dale Rosario to close this one out. Alright, so we need 6 runs this inning. I have a feeling that this isn't going to happen. So, just like that, after flying high and sweeping the Indians, we have lost 2 in a row to Detroit. And we're going to try to not make it 3 in a row, as Carson Fulmer takes the mound. What is going on? So that's a solo shot by Seth Beer. There we go. Get him back on track. 42nd home run of the year. And we're just gonna... You need to eat up innings. So I don't care how bad you do. And Seth Beer, another solo shot. So that's 2 home runs today. Now come on, make the play. Nope, not going to be able to do it. So the bases are loaded. And he's going to get out of trouble again. So he's allowed a ton of base runners, but no runs. Michael Doolin with a chance here. And that'll end the inning. So nursing a 2-run lead. We're going to warm up Soto as Fulmer gets through the inning. Solarte and Warmoth is only 1 out. We're going to take a pitch and then go for a double steal. Easy money. Alright, so Austin Barnes just needs to hit the ball far. That'll work. That's a 2 RBI double. Gives us a 4-0 lead. And now the top of the order is coming up. And Schnell strikes out looking. Pavin Smith hits it down the line. Better not. I think he could have made it, but we'll go conservative here. And Carantini almost got that ball to drop, but not quite. So a great outing by Carson Vollmer. Alright, so bottom of the ninth here, see if Soto can close it out. Do have Richard Lovelady warming up just in case. But things are looking good. Old friend Lorenzo Cain will fly out. No, he won't. That will actually drop. And there we go. So we get one back from the Tigers there. And we needed that, that's for sure. And Oscar De La Cruz. This is big, because he was really good before he got hurt. But I want him to rehab. Just to make sure nothing crazy happens. So one more game against the Tigers now. Would really like to win this one so we can at least split. And Marquez in trouble early. Alright, Michael Doolin, leadoff double there to start the second inning. Lopez will move him over. And Carlos Aguilar, that looks like a home run. And it is. So Ernesto Campos follows that up with a double. See if we can add another run this inning. Warmoth will take a walk. And now bring us back up the top of the order. And Schnell not going to be able to keep the inning going. But we take a 2-0 lead. And Marquez is allowing a lot of base runners. He loads them up. And that's not going to allow Paredes to tag up from third. That looked like a bases loaded walk, but he swings at ball 4 and grounds out. Marquez keeps getting himself into trouble. Oof, that's going to score a run. Gives that a 2-out triple to Paredes. And then give up a single to Jake Rogers, and that'll score a run, tie up the game. Yikes. And that is going to get through. And the Tigers take the lead. So, terrible outing by Marquez, and that's a home run. Or no, it's over the center fielder's head. And that's going to bring home another one. So Pavin Smith knocks home a run. Seth Beer will take a walk. Michael Doolin will strike out. Now Nicky Lopez with 2 outs. And that'll end the inning. So oh boy, who do we want to warm up? Let's warm up Nogueira. Well, it looks like Marquez is going to get through this inning. No, we're still in it. So Campos and Solarte able to get on. And warm-off hits that. Funky animation, but that's going to be a ground rule double. We'll tie the game up and advance Solarte to third base. Schnell strikes out looking. Now Pavin Smith lines it right to the outfielder. We do tie the game though. A little conflicted on who I want to warm up. We'll warm up Soto. Oh. Candelero gets an RBI double to take the lead back for the Tigers. And that's going to sneak through. And this throw will be very late. And Marquez is done. Not a good outing for him. And Soto is going to come in and immediately give up a hit. Pitching this series has been just dreadful. If we can somehow come back and win this, to split the series, we would be very lucky. Given how poor the pitching has been. We are running out of time. Yeah, we'll warm up. Love Lady, and we'll keep Rosario. We'll warm him up in case we tie the game, but need to score 2 runs here at least. And that's a good start, so Warmoth will get on base. Nick Schnell will ground out, does avoid the double play at least. Wild pitch will move him over. And Pavin Smith will ground out, so now 2 outs. Only 1 out to work with, we need 2 runs. Seth Beer at the plate. And he strikes out. So not exactly how I wanted that episode to go. So we swept the Indians, which was great, feeling really good, and then we dropped the series to Detroit, which sucks because the most recent series against Detroit we also lost 2-1. So still have the lead here in the division, but man, would have been a lot more comfortable if we could have won that Detroit series. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. I'll look at the schedule here. Looks like this Detroit series is going to be big, or this one. I just kind of have to play, see how it goes. But once the playoff picture kind of becomes more clear, I will come back and we'll see if we can make the playoffs. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.